Hello, welcome to the Daily Purposeful Movement Challenge. Today we're going to jump rope. We have single leg squats, which are going to work on balance and strength. We have some hovering tabletops, which is going to work on upper body strength and core strength. We have some lunges, which is always good for the knees. And we have some planks, some morning movement series, which is good for the whole body, and some handstand kicks, or for my cousin Faye, donkey kicks. So we're going to get started with jump rope. If you are new to jump rope, okay, no rope. Elbows out to your sides, and we're just gonna jump. The benefits of jumping rope, I did a post about this maybe a couple weeks ago, is not only for the cardiac, your heart, but lung capacity, your bone strength, because we're having to challenge our bones, muscle strength, mind, body, coordination. Now, moving on, is you can buy these called indoor jump ropes, which have a ball at the end, a handle. So it really simulates jumping rope. Put your elbows up to your sides. You're kind of relaxing your wrists a bit so you can get some motion through there. And you're jumping tall through your crown rather than jumping small. Then we're gonna move on to jumping rope. And this is really the ultimate goal. I know many of you are like, I hate jumping rope. Guess what, I don't care. It's so good for the body. And it's so good for the mind-body connection, because you're having to work on coordination. You're having to work on mental acuity because you gotta focus. Now I'm looking straight ahead because I'm jumping tall, not small. That's really important. Now if I bobble, I just start up. If 60 seconds is just too long because you're starting out, take a break. Jump as long as you can and then come back. Now I'm not gonna jump all sets, 60 seconds, because that's way too boring for you. But just to get a progression of jump rope, but really start. Now I know some of you are saying, it's really hard on my bladder. Well, do some Kegels, strengthen your bladder muscles. Go pee before you go here. If you need to, wear a pee pad. But jump rope, the benefits outweigh the dribble of your pee. Okay, moving on. I've got single leg squats, and then we're gonna go to hovering tabletop. So, working on balance, coordination, strength. I'm gonna take all of my weight onto the left foot. Standing tall, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. We're gonna add a squat. Come up. You can do a kick back if you want, so you're changing direction, or we're just gonna do single leg squats. So I'm trying to look forward, shoulders back. You're really working on balance, strengthening the muscles that are along your ankles, your knees. So we've got 10 of these, but I'm not gonna do all 10. It's too boring for you. So again, find your balance, respect the difference from left to right, and then we're gonna add a squat, and then come up. So shoulders back. So squat as low as you need to if you want. You can change direction, and throughout the workout, the monthly workout, I do have that as an option. So add on, it's your workout. Some of you, this is all you do. Some of you, this is your starting, and you do this cycle a couple of times, and then move on, working on strength training, cardio training, flexibility. Balance is really important to work on as we age. So again, a couple more squats. We've got 10 per side, and move on to hovering tabletop. So this is gonna really work on the upper body and the core. Important because when we're walking about, right, we're really focusing on the bone strength of our lower body. Maybe about sternum and down. We want to strengthen our upper body bones. So if we do happen to tumble, what's the first thing, our natural instinct we do? We put our arm out, our hand out, right? Because we don't want to fall flat on our face. Well, we don't want to break our wrists. We don't want to break our arms. And knowing that often, so hovering tabletop is we're going to come down to hands and knees, shoulders right over wrists, middle fingertips are pointed forward, L fingers with your fingers, that's a good neutral wrist. Elbows are slightly bent, pulling your belly in. 30 seconds hovering tabletop, then we're gonna tuck your toes under and bring your knees off the mat. So the most commonly fractured wrist bone is the scaphoid, and the complication, if you break your lunate, is a lot of avascular necrosis, which just means it's a poor blood supply. So you really want to strengthen your wrist bones, and this here is going to do that. Use it or lose it, folks. So we have 30 seconds for hovering tabletop. Notice my back is flat, I'll come to the side. It's easier to lift your bum up. We don't want to go easy. Elbows are bent, don't lock them. So you're having to engage the muscles that support your upper body. We're gonna pull your shoulder blades back, and I'm looking forward slightly, maybe a few feet. So that's your starting point. Adding on is you can do some knee taps, which is gonna engage the lower abdominals. So on my tabletop, I can do your knees down and up. It's really slow and really subtle. It's just basic tap. You can do single knee tap. Don't lock your elbows, because right now your body wants to lock your elbows because that makes it easy. So we have 30 seconds there. We're gonna go up to lunges, and I designed this workout more on the ground and then we're back up, because we need to get up and down. It's so good for aging. Okay, lunges. Grab a wall if you want to. Grab some weights if you want to. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. We're gonna step the left foot forward. If I was barefoot, I'd be able to see my big toe and my second toe. Then we're gonna step back. So this is forward lunge. Same thing. If you want, you can do a knee tap. Another option for lunges, and lunges is your choice, is doing static lunge. So you're just gonna hold this lunge position, and we're gonna go up and down. So shoulders back, core engaged. You're gonna feel that stretch through your iliopsoas. You're really working those quads. So this is a static lunge. I'm gonna switch sides. So lots of choices. We got 10 per side. Again, holding weights, holding the wall, whatever you need. Shoulders back, expand your lungs. The next option is we're gonna step back into a lunge. So standing tall, step back, and then forward. Step back, and then forward. Knee or no knee tap, your choice. But we've got 10 total of those. Next up is we've got planks. So I'm gonna start bent double plank, 30 seconds. Next is morning movement series to follow. So shoulders back, belly pulled in. If you are new, you can come down to where your knee meets your thigh. So you're not actually on your knees. It's a forward contact, but really all of your thighs, or most of your thighs, are off the mat. I'm gonna pull your belly in, press your feet back, squeeze your glutes, and I'm looking forward rather than down. Plank is probably the single greatest exercise you can do for your core. Not sit-ups, breathing. 5 seconds to go. Now, we have 2 sets of those. You can break this up. You do not need to do the workout in order. So if you want to start with 1 rope and then move on, 1 plank, 1 hovering tabletop, move on and come back, do that. So I'm gonna finish it out. So I'm gonna do a higher plank. Elbows are bent, neutral wrists, just like we were in hovering tabletop, feet back. So I'm not lifting my bum up. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your glutes. So that tuck your tailbone under is that you can squeeze your glutes, because if you let your belly hang, kind of rock that pelvis, you can't squeeze your glutes. That's kind of my telltale sign that I've got it done. Don't lock your elbows, looking forward, breathing. You're more than halfway there. If you were started out with me, okay. Moving on, we have morning movement series, and then we've got handstand kicks or donkey kicks. So morning movement series is we're gonna start in that mountain position, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, belly pulled in. We're gonna walk your hands down. So I've got a good hamstring stretch, so bend your knees if you need to. Look forward towards the top of your mat. Walk your hands forward into a plank. Don't lock your elbows. Draw your abdominals in, walk those hands back. So I'm just moving your body. Walk those hands up. Roll your shoulders back. I'm your mountain. Remember those wall angels? This is that posture I want. Now, abs engaged, we're gonna walk those hands down. Pausing for a moment. Walk those hands forward, back into plank. Pause. Pull your abs in, walk those hands back. Walk those hands up. Roll your shoulders back, tuck your tailbone under. Standing tall, mountain. Walk those hands down, so getting the hamstring stretch. Walk those hands forward. There's your plank. Walk those hands back. Hands up. Finish it off with a good mountain, solid, weight equally on both feet. Tailbone tucked under. Let's do one more morning movement series. Here we go. Plank, handstand kicks, donkey kicks are to follow. Coming up. There you go, now donkey kicks. I'm going to pull my mat forward, glasses off. We have 10 donkey kicks, handstand kicks. So we're gonna find good neutral wrist position. The goal is not to get into a handstand, but to be upside down and do something fun. So leading with my right foot, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna switch sides. This is where it gets funny if I'm not very coordinated. How about this? I try. Coordinated challenge. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there you go. There's today's daily Purposeful Movement challenge. We're aging well together. Have a great day. Bye.